Yeah.
Describe kind of your level of competitiveness, fieriness, whatever that is.
Yeah, I think it's just a switch that turns when I get on the field. I have a lot of fun playing the game, and football's it's a kid sport, it's a child sport at heart. At the end of the day, so as an older kid getting to play this, it's part of my job and obviously school and stuff like that. But it's been great and it's a lot of fun. Just go out there and just play freely and loose and just have fun doing it.
I guess in that same vein, how much fun did you have kind of dominating scrimmage? Did you guys get the time on Saturday?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. Just being able to set the tone and stuff like that from the jump, and that's what we got to do week in, week out. That's got to be our identity.
Take me through the fine line of just destroying your man to the whistle, but not getting caught. Because you can walk that fine line, right?
Play through the whistle.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a whistle. I usually don't hear a whistle, so it's good that he didn't call a flag. But we do that a lot. We're 4 to 6 A to B +2 here. We gotta find that edge, and we gotta just continue to drive people and put them in the dirt. And that's like a touchdown as an offensive lineman. So you feel good when you do that, when you got your guy on the ground like that.
Yeah, it sends a message, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the pancake was invented here by Orlando.
100%. Yeah. And there's more to come from that. So it's been a lot of fun. Like, the group's been great. We're super close, and as a unit, and obviously as an offense, as a team. So it's a lot of fun, and it makes your job easier when you're playing around guys like Carson and Tegra and Austin and Phillip and guys like that. It makes it a lot easier.
Luke, you obviously played a lot of CFP and started games, but I think people kind of lost sight of the fact that Saturday was your first race start too.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like to have the responsibility of doing the solid
Yeah.
work, and what does it do to you that you were able to get that responsibility?
Yeah, I think it just starts with the confidence. Coaches obviously had confidence in me doing that, and I would say honestly, I think my first road game was the Cotton Bowl, because I think we were down in the home of Texas, and that was loud as well. But we've been working on it and stuff like that, and it's just what we got to do to win. So we got to do it. We got to do it.
What was it about getting the chance to play late last year that just lit a fire?
Yeah, like I said, I think just game to game, just growing confidence. I was just talking to Jerry and those guys. Like, you're not going to play in anything bigger than a national championship game till you're years down the road, and hopefully in a Super Bowl. So, there's nothing bigger than that. So, why would you have to blink when you get out there on the field? And that just kind of helped me with my confidence and stuff like that.
How much of the fact that you had these you on the job earlier made that feeling even stronger? Like, I'm not going to let this opportunity.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think the Lord gave me that opportunity at that time, and there was no reason to blink. If He's giving me that opportunity, He knows that I was ready for that, and I was obviously a little bit pissed off as well, just that I hadn't played the whole year and stuff like that. So a little anger came out of me in my play, and what you put on tape is what your identity is, and I want people to know that's my identity, and I'll do that week in, week out.
One question about Austin. Before game 2, not even allowed it.
Yeah.
The left tackler's never played that before. What does that say about him?
Just the confidence he has as a player. I learn from him a lot. I learn stuff from him every day, and he's a better person and works as hard as he is off the field. He's a great dude, and we hold that left side down. We talk about that every day and stuff like that. So it's I think we have confidence in each other every day, obviously, but we feed off each other, and that helps.
Phillip Daniels is going to see some familiar faces this week. What's it been like being a teammate of his? What's he like? As
you learn that he's a kill-minded human being on the field. He loves putting people in the dirt, and you feed off that as an offensive lineman. And he's kind of changed our group a little bit, just coming in, and we see a little bit of a different identity with our group this year, I think.
Who loves it putting people in the dirt more, him or you?
Me. I think we're pretty leveled on that. I think, like I said, it's a touchdown as an offensive lineman. So, it's been fun to see guys just compete out there and do their jobs.
Who do you think plays with the biggest edge?
The biggest, on the team or just O-line?
Well, let's start O-line, then we'll expand.
Biggest edge. I think we're all up there. But if I had to pick one, just from a practice standpoint, because I think on the field it's pretty leveled, I think Phillip plays with the biggest edge.
Do you see it in the team? Who else has that?
I think a lot of guys have that. I think, at the end of the day, we love our defense, but, we get after it with each other every once in a while, and sometimes it carries over, but it's been great. It's been a lot of fun.
You said that Phillip was a kill-minded human being. With that type of mentality on the field, Is that something you just innately have, or can you develop that?
I think over time you can develop it with just watching someone like that. But I would say it's more of a natural thing. Yeah.
How much kind of like?
Go ahead.
You guys have been really good on the left side there. You guys had to play like the first fourth down there. What's the message like on the sideline? Talking between you and Austin,
Yeah.
and CJ, and Carson to get that thing cleaned up, and like, how do you guys think that? Even though you didn't convert that fourth down, do you think like you learned something from that play?
Yeah, before the game we talked about just having confidence and being poised in the moment. Stuff's not going to go our way in games like that because it's a big game, and Washington's a great team. I think they're going to be a really good team down the road as well for the rest of their season. But yeah, just being poised. I mean, at the end of the day, like it was the first quarter and the first drive, and like there's a long game to go after that. So like we have so much confidence in our defense too. Like we knew that they were going to do their thing and we were going to get back out on the field. So there's no reason to freak out, and that's what just being poised is. And I think we did a great job of that because there's no reason to freak out.
Blocking for all three of these guys?
They're great. They all have different personalities and stuff like that. But it's been great, and we're getting better every week up front, and we're continually getting better and stuff like that. And we have a lot of confidence in them and running.
I'm curious your first impression, because I don't think you were on the field against Grambling, but Bo came in second.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of him, his first kind of real game?
Yeah, he's a quiet human being. He just kind of goes about his business, and I know that him and Zay are two backs that are really young and stuff like that. And I see it through practice every day. Like I wasn't surprised at all. They've been doing a great job, and sky's the limit for both of them.
Both you and Phillip, when you're on the field, like you have this way of getting in people's heads. I think because like you can see like that Washington linebacker maybe shoving you back after the play, or like the way Phil is kind of riled some people up. Is there something too you think rattling a front seven when you're putting it in the ground like that, when you're kind of maybe talking a little trash out there if that's what you do? Or?
Honestly, like maybe Austin. Maybe if you talk to Austin later, you can ask him. I don't really believe in talking trash. I kind of just do my job, and if you get mad after me, if I'm doing my job, I obviously did something right. I think so. That was just me doing my job and putting him in the dirt and stuff like that. So.
And then I wanted to ask you too your thoughts on Taiwan taking over the 3-tech, how he's done, and how you've seen him grow this season.
He's grown a lot. I think all the 3-techs in general have grown a lot. They're getting better week in, week out, and we're building a lot of depth there. And it's fun to watch. Just someone whose confidence is skyrocketing and stuff like that. And I'm just super, super happy for him because he's waited his turn. And guys like that can obviously jump ship and transfer and stuff like that. But he's really just kind of stayed here for the last 3 years and continually grown in his confidence, and it's finally paying off. So it's a lot of fun to see your teammates do that.
When you plant a guy in the dirt, how often do you go back and watch it?
Obviously I watch the film and stuff like that, but it's just a play, and I'm just doing my job. But I like to go back and watch the TV copies as a fan, because that's something my dad and just my family, when I was back home, like when I was younger, I'd always watch Ohio State games on Saturday, and I just love listening to the commentators and stuff like that. So I usually just go back and watch the game through like on my Mondays off days.
All right, Luke. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.